Presenting about clean water. A brief introduction, ladies and gentlemen. According to the World Millennium Project, about 783 million people all around the world are suffering from poor sanitation and dirty water supply, hence making it one of the greatest global challenges that the world is facing currently. So, what defines the term clean water? Clean water is essentially improved water that is safe for drinking and food preparation. To identify the cleanliness and the safetiness of clean water, it should not contain 5 major things, which are bacteria, algae, harmful chemicals, virus, and also carcinogens. Okay, let me address again the global issue, which is about roughly 800 million people all around the world that still have no access to clean water. However, what really terrifying us is that not only clean water is essential in our life, without it there will be 2 major consequences, which are death and also diseases. According to the World Millennium Project again, about 1.8 million children, ladies and gentlemen, die every year because of drinking dirty and unsafe water. Biologists have discovered that dirty water provides a suitable and perfect condition and environment for waterborne diseases to fully develop and mature, such as worm-type parasitic disease and also cholera. So, how does science help to solve this huge crisis? That is the solution. Please, ladies and gentlemen, remain calm. There is solution. It's there. It's something that is invisible to your naked eye. So, to let you guys see the solution, let me magnify it for you. Yes, it is the use of silver nanoparticles. According to the New Scientist magazine, using of silver nanoparticles on water filter system can provide a clean water supply for a family of 5 for only $2 for a whole year, compared to the conventional method of cleaning water, which can cost around $50 to hundreds of dollars per year. So let's get familiar with silver nanoparticles and also the relationship between its relationship with water filter system. So silver nanoparticles are basically the nanoparticles of silver, ranging size from 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. They come in various of shapes, such as cylindrical, diamond, and also spherical. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the smallest organelle in our body and also prokaryotes, such as bacteria, is ribosome. 20 nanometer in our body, in human, 18 nanometer for bacteria. So, ladies and gentlemen, silver nanoparticles is actually 18 to 20 times smaller than the smallest organelle in our body. So, this is the basic diagram of water filter system, and the crucial part of water filter system is its sterilizing beads. And these beads are, the first one is its reaction with DNA. So what the silver nanoparticles do is that they will, instead of reacting with the phosphate group, hence the bacteria cannot perform as it usually do, which then kill the bacteria. Another way is that, silver nanoparticles can form disulfide bond with the active site of the enzyme. So this is, we all know that enzyme is a biological catalyst. It is a globular protein made of chain of amino acids. In the chain of amino acids comes the side chain or the R group, and this R group can contain high electron density group, especially on the active side. So this is how a normal enzyme reaction do. What the silver nanoparticles did is that they caught the active site and changed it to new structure, hence making it completely denatured. So enzyme is very important in this case because silver nanoparticles makes enzyme to make this protein known as protein complexes known as cytochrome oxidase to denature. So basically in the process of respiration, which we all know to give energy, which is ATP, is less efficient as it usually do. So there is no cytochrome oxidase, and hence the production of ATP is less than it usually do. So in the end, there will be less 38 ATPs. ATPs are known as the energy currency, and bacteria need it for growth, for food, and also for processes such as respiration. Without ATP, they will grow weaker and they cannot grow rapidly, so hence they will die eventually. So in summary, I can conclude that this use of silver nanoparticles on water filter system is very reactive than using the conventional method of cleaning water, and it is also relatively cheap. And although it still need to undergo filtration process to remove residues and also rocks, it is, ladies and gentlemen, it is killing the microorganism is the one that takes time, energy, and also money. So in this case, we can save time, energy, and also money. And to conclude for my presentation today, going by the theme, I and we all can thankful that as long as there is science, a better future can be guaranteed. With that, I end my presentation. Thank you.
Now invite our educators to comment and ask a few questions.
Thank you, Amirul, for your talk. Wonderful talk, I must say. My first question is on the safety of this silver nanoparticles in our body. If it does manage to go to the water system and we ingest it.
Actually, there's two answers for that. The first one is that they are very reactive. So once they form with another compound, such as in the bacteria, they will stay there. They will remain stable. So hence we can just eliminate the bacteria itself. Another thing is that silver only affects bacteria because it can react with TH thiol group. Yeah. So basically, we should be relieved that silver does not affect us.
Okay. You also mentioned that it costs about $50 to $100 per year to provide clean water. Is that the figure that you gave?
For conventional method.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the cost of water in Brunei at the moment?
Okay, for that is usually for per home, since the US, they have their own water filter system per house. So for Brunei, we have like the whole water filter system that generates for the whole country. So for Brunei, I would estimate that it should cost around $50,000 to $500,000 to make this water filter system.
Use silver, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for your talk. So one question is that I can see where you're going with this talk, and I mean I think these major issues globally in India, in Asia, and parts of Africa, where people are dying from contaminated water, particularly contaminated with biological organisms.
Yeah.
So I always wonder how in Brunei we've got two options. We've got bottled water, or else we've got a filtered water. You know, when I arrived here, that was always on my mind. Which of these options would be better for my health? But yeah, I don't believe that I'm going I don't believe it's going to be a disastrous effect on the society as you find the kind of water that the cleaning that is needed in Africa, for example. So my question then to you is what are the benefits of using bottled water in Brunei as opposed to using a simple little charcoal filtration system in my kitchen?
Okay, first of all, using what the bottle itself is plastic. So when it comes contact with heat, it can produce chemicals or also carcinogens. So the plastic component of the water bottle can lead to cancer. So, and also if it comes from a country that use silver nanoparticles, then we can be relieved that it is clean. However, we should stick to our own country and use our own water.
So, okay, so can you elaborate on what might be the problem in using tap water in Brunei? Let's assume that there aren't any microbes and pathogens as such. Are there any other health issues that you might guess that might come from the water in Brunei?
Without microorganisms, is it?
Let's assume that there are no microorganisms.
Okay.
There might be some other general issues. Can you elaborate on that?
That would be to the chemical approach, which is its acidity, alkalinity, and also, it's about the pH value. We cannot have water that is super base and also super acidic because it can erode our organ. So that is also what should be taken into this topic actually. But the acidity and the alkalinity of water can be simply treated with water, with chemicals such as hydrogen peroxide. Okay,
I don't want to use up more time, but always keep in mind fertilizers. Wherever there's fertilizers, there's going to be very nasty metals and water.
Thank you.
I also thought it was a very nice talk. My questions have already been covered by the other two adjudicators, to be honest. I had both exactly the same questions, so thanks for that. I've got one more though, which is about the recycling of these filter cartridges, or the silver nanoparticles. The way you described the mechanism, it sounded like they completely reacted and were used up, and then they couldn't be used again.
Yes.
Is that the case? Or
yes.
So would that not become a bit wasteful and costly? Is there any way of recycling them?
Because the size of silver nanoparticles is super small. So essentially, to coat one resin beads, the amount of silver nanoparticles can be thousands or hundreds of thousands. So it lasts for a long time.
Okay, I think that answers the question.
Oh, okay. Thank you.